Hello, friends. My name is Paul. If your heart breaks, like mine, over the horrific devastation in Gaza and Israel, and especially what it's doing to children and families, and you believe in the power of prayer, then I invite you to say this non-denominational prayer with me. There's a read-along transcript directly below in the description box. Let's go. In the quiet of this moment, we gather as one human family, not divided by faith, borders, or history, but united in our deepest hope, peace. Today, we lift our hearts and voices together in a prayer for Gaza and Israel, for the children who deserve to play without fear, for the parents who long to see their children grow, and for all who yearn for a tomorrow brighter than today. We are all born of the same earth, under the same sky. We breathe the same air, feel the same sun, and gaze upon the same stars. Before we are anything else, before we're nations or religions, political parties or opposing sides, we are human beings. We are created with the capacity to love, to heal, and to build rather than destroy. In Gaza and in Israel, children laugh the same laugh. Parents feel the same love. Families share the same dreams. The tears shed on both sides hold the same salt. The blood spilled on both sides runs the same red, and the pain felt on both sides pierces the same heart of our shared community. Today we call forth compassion from the depths of our being, compassion that transcends boundaries and breaks down walls, compassion that sees the other not as enemy, but as brother, as sister, as fellow traveler on this fragile planet. Let us open our hearts to feel the suffering of all affected by this conflict, those who have lost homes, loved ones, security, and hope. Let us recognize that behind every headline, every statistic, every political statement, there are human lives, human stories, human hearts beating with the same fundamental desires: safety, belonging, dignity, and love. We stand firmly against violence in all its forms. Violence that destroys bodies, homes, and infrastructure. Violence that shatters communities and traumatizes generations. Violence that perpetuates cycles of fear, hatred, and revenge. We pray for the courage to lay down weapons, both physical weapons of destruction and the weapons of dehumanizing words, harmful stereotypes, and rigid thinking that sees no path to reconciliation. In their place, may we take up the tools of peace. Dialogue that seeks understanding, justice that restores rather than retaliates, forgiveness that heals, and compromise that honors the needs and rights of all. We hold in our hearts the children of Gaza and Israel, children who deserve playgrounds, not bomb shelters, children who should be learning in classrooms, not surviving in rubble, children who need bedtime stories, not sirens in the night. We see the young ones who have known nothing but conflict, whose earliest memories are of fear rather than joy, of separation rather than connection. Children whose nightmares are not of monsters under the bed, but of real dangers that have become their daily reality. We think of the mothers who cradle their babies close, wondering what future awaits them. Of fathers who work tirelessly to provide normalcy in the most abnormal circumstances. Of grandparents who remember different times and pray their grandchildren will know better days. We think of families gathered around dinner tables with empty chairs. Families separated by checkpoints and borders. Families who have lost their homes and now live in temporary shelters, holding on to hope that one day they will again have a place to call their own. May the innocent laughter of children be heard again in streets now filled with silence. May families be reunited and communities rebuilt. May the universal bond of family that transcends all political and religious differences remind us of what truly matters. Let us envision a new reality for Gaza and Israel, a reality where children from both sides play together in parks built where barriers once stood, where schools teach empathy along mathematics, and history is remembered but not relived through endless cycles of violence. Families sleep peacefully at night without fear of sirens or bombs, where parents plan their children's futures with hope rather than dread, where family celebrations are marked by joy, not overshadowed by loss or absence. Communities thrive through cooperation, sharing resources and knowledge for the benefit of all, where economic opportunities flourish, bringing dignity and purpose to every person. Cultural and religious differences are celebrated as the rich tapestry of our shared humanity, where holy sites are places of peaceful prayer for all who revere them, where diverse traditions enrich rather than divide. Historical wounds are acknowledged, addressed, and gradually healed through truth-telling and reconciliation, where justice and mercy walk hand in hand toward a future that honors the dignity of every person. This vision is not naive idealism. It is a necessary foundation for any sustainable future. It is what we must hold in our hearts and minds as we work towards peace, step by step, day by day. As we close this prayer, let us commit ourselves to being instruments of peace in our own lives. Let us speak words that heal rather than harm. Let us make choices that build bridges rather than barriers. Let us hold our leaders accountable to the pursuit of just and lasting peace. For the children of Gaza and Israel, for families on all sides of this conflict, for our shared humanity and our common future, we pray for peace. Not just the absence of violence, but the presence of justice. Not just coexistence, but community. Not just an end to the war, but the beginning of a new story, written together. May it be so. May peace prevail. Thank you for saying this with me.